I've been living in Dubai for almost 4 years now, and one of the questions I get asked all the time is how much does it really cost to live here? Some people think Dubai is insanely expensive, while others think that it's affordable as compared to Europe or the US. So in this video, I'll break down my cost of living from rent and utilities to transport and groceries and everything in between. Right now I'm in a hotel because we are shifting our apartment.
Welcome to the apartment tour. This is the entrance. We enter right here, and on the left hand side you will see a kitchen with all the basic appliances provided. That was ours, but we have left it right here. And here is the powder room, and we walk right past the kitchen. This is the living room. It's an average size, like strictly average, nothing to get too excited about. And as you can see outside, there's so much construction going on literally everywhere. We could not use the balcony at all. It was just a waste of space. And if you notice it, the balcony is big. There's good amount of space, and you have access to the balcony from the bedroom as well. Let's close it. It's so hot outside. This is the view from here. Those are the AC vents, the light fixtures. Moving on, what you see here, it's a hidden room that leads to an underground basement. Let me show you. No, it's just your laundry area. You have some space up there where you can keep your products and all. Let's close that. This is the water heater button. We have freshly painted this apartment because you have to do that once you are leaving. This is the main toilet bathroom. As you can see, this is the shower area. It is really small. I mean, showering here is not very enjoyable, I'll just say that. And the water comes out everywhere. So that's being naughty for you. Moving on, this is the bedroom, and that is the wardrobe. You have sliding doors here with a mirror. So for one person it is more than enough. Those are the AC vents again, the lights. That is the orange color you're seeing, that is a sensor. And this provides the access to the balcony. Floor to ceiling windows. You have slots here everywhere, so you don't run out of those. These are touch sensitive buttons. It looks like a face. So this is the apartment. Let me know what you guys think. I'll mention the exact size of this place because I don't know as of now. So in the ground floor there are cameras, and you can see the view from here. Let me know what you guys think of this place.
So we are done with the apartment tour. Let's talk about how much I'm really paying for that place. So in recent years, the average rents have gone up quite a lot. I'm paying 75,000 dirhams. And I had to pay that in 6 checks. Now let's talk about the other cost involved in renting an apartment. The first and foremost is the agency fee, which is typically 1 month of rent, but some agencies also have fixed fees. So it depends on the agency that you're working with. Now the other cost is the deposit. I paid 5,000 dirhams for that, which I'm supposed to get back when I'm leaving the place. But that money you will only get back after the inspection of the apartment, which is done by the real estate agency, and they check everything very thoroughly, and if they find anything, they are gonna deduct a lot of money. So usually in my experience, I never got back the entire deposit. No matter how you maintain the place, there will always be some wear and tear because you stayed in that place at least for a year. So let's see if I'm gonna get the entire deposit back. I doubt that, but let's hope for the best. Now let's talk about the utilities involved with the apartment. So there is the AC, then there's the electricity and water supply, and then there's the gas supply. So getting these 3 connections will cost you anywhere between 6 to 7,000 dirhams. And you also have to pay the deposit, which I have already included. So when you are leaving the apartment, you're gonna get somewhere around 5,000 dirhams back. 2,000 will be the charge for the connection and all. So if we calculate everything, so total it comes out to be 93,250 dirhams. So this is the total charge of the apartment, and when you're leaving, you are supposed to get somewhere around 10,000 dirhams back. 5,000 the deposit that you paid and 5,000 the utility deposit. So if everything goes well, you're gonna get that. So if you're planning to get your own place in Dubai, this is the first expense. Now let's talk about the monthly bills, because you have a lot of bills to pay. So for the AC, gas and DEWA, Dubai Electricity and Water Supply Association. So overall, these 3 utilities will cost you somewhere around 1,500 dirhams every single month. And if you look closely into these bills, you will notice that there are a lot of fixed charges. Like in the DEWA, Dubai Electricity and Water Supply, in that you have 312 dirhams housing charge, which is fixed. Even if you don't use anything, you have to pay this fixed charge. And the same goes for the Empower and the Luta. Then there's the Wi-Fi and the mobile plan. These are a bit more expensive as compared to other parts of the world. So for the Wi-Fi, there are no fixed charges as I recall. You just have to pay 3 months of bill in advance for whichever plan you are taking. In my case, I took a 500 dirham monthly plan. The speed I was getting is 800 Mbps, which is plenty for me. Now coming to your mobile plan, I use prepaid service. I don't have a postpaid plan because that costs a lot of money and there are fixed charges in that as well. It works for me because I pay as I go. So overall, it cost me somewhere around 150 dirhams every single month for my calling and my mobile data. So if you combine these costs, your Wi-Fi plan and your mobile, I'm paying somewhere around 650 dirham every single month. Now moving on to the transportation. Now this depends person to person, of course, just like every other thing. So Dubai doesn't have an efficient public transport, and I live in JVC. There are no metros nearby. So I have only 2 options, either take taxis or take a rental car. There are buses, but I don't really know how that works. So I usually have a rental car whenever I need it, because the infrastructure revolving around rental cars, it's very robust here. So I don't usually keep the car for the entire month because I work from home, so I don't have to go out every single day. So in my case, I pay around 2,000 to 3,000 dirhams a month plus 500 dirhams for petrol and the Salik toll gates. Now, coming to groceries. Groceries do not cost much here. So if you're cooking, you can save a lot of money. And there are many supermarkets, and every supermarket have their own rates. So if you're buying something from, let's say, Viva or W Mart, you could save more money as compared to Carrefour or some other supermarket. But I rarely cook at home. So overall, I pay around 1,000 dirhams every single month for my groceries. Now the other major expense is eating out plus going out. Now these can cost you a lot of money because Dubai literally has no upper limit in how much money you can spend in having fun. So I pay somewhere around 3,000 dirhams, which I think is a decent balance, I would say. It's not like I don't go out at all, and it doesn't mean that I'm out all the time. So I found the perfect balance. So it's somewhere around 3,000 dirhams. Now let's calculate everything together and see how much money I'm spending every single month and how much you can expect to spend. So 93,250 dirhams is total the housing charges, including your entire rent, your deposits and everything else in between. And I'm gonna remove 10,000 dirham because I paid it as a deposit. I'm supposed to get it back. So total 83,250 dirhams. Now if I divide that for a single month, it comes out to be 6,937 dirhams. Let's keep it like that. Then 650 dirhams is for the Wi-Fi and my mobile plan. So for the transportation, I'm paying 3,000 dirhams. I have included the fuel and toll in that amount. Moving on, 1,000 dirham is for the groceries, and then the last amount is 3,000 dirhams for going out and eating or ordering food at home. Plus, I'm gonna put 1,000 dirhams for miscellaneous charges, so total it comes out to be 15,587 dirhams. So if we round it up, let's say it's 15,600 dirhams. So this is the total amount of money that you can expect to spend every single month. Of course, you can be more frugal and save more money, and you can of course spend a lot higher than this amount. Now, here's the catch. For me, I don't have to pay everything myself. I have a roommate, so all my charges gets divided. I am spending somewhere around 8,000 to 8,500 dirhams every single month, because that's the cost of living in Dubai if you want to live decently, I would say. I'm not someone who goes to 5-star hotels all the time, who goes out to eat in expensive restaurants. So you can take my expense as a base and then you can calculate yours. It can go higher if you're taking a better car, and so on and so forth. So yeah, Dubai can be crazy expensive or surprisingly manageable. I have lived both versions of it. But at the end of the day, it's not just about the money, right? It's about what kind of life you want here. For me, it's worth it, but I'm curious, what's the cost of living look like where you live? And I believe if you're watching this video, you must have thought about moving to Dubai. So let me know if you're still considering. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.